I was originally going to ignore this topic, let it pass, but seeing where the world is moving, I have changed my mind. This has to be said. And that is, edgy and dark humor easily has to be the most unfunniest type of comedy to ever exist. This type of humor is just people making the same repetitive, boring, offensive, or racist jokes over and over again. It is something that is so lame that all I have to do is just say a certain race like Indians or black people, and you already know the jokes that they are going to make because it's just the same junk. It also doesn't help that most of the time the people who ended up using edgy humor isn't actually saying it as a joke. No, they're just using it as an excuse so they can be racist, homophobic, and just push bigotry throughout the world, which is obviously bad and terrible because that is something that we don't need more of. And easily the thing that frustrates me the most about these type of people, because I know all of us have had the displeasure to be around one of them, is that every time when they make one of their totally original hilarious jokes and no one laughs, they always have the audacity to get angry at you and say you're just a snowflake, or you got offended, or you're soft. Like the concept of someone not laughing because you didn't say something entertaining and they heard the same thing over and over again, so the only reaction that they have is an audible groan or just staring you dead at your face. That isn't a wake-up call to them that maybe you're just unfunny and no one wants to be around you, and you should just leave. Honestly, the icing of the cake of these people is how most of them, 99% of the time, are usually some of the most softest people of all time, because they all follow this rule where you can say the most offensive and terrible thing of all time, but the split second you make a joke making fun of them, something that they care about, they automatically start crying, saying that you're evil, you're going too far, you didn't make a joke, you're not funny. Or maybe in the brand new modern world that we live in, maybe even try to get you to lose your job, which is just utterly crazy that that's something that actually ended up happening. And it's just lame. It's really, really boring. And I feel like us, collectively, as a society, we need to come together and we need to start bullying these people off the face of the planet. Because here's the thing. The rule when it comes to any type of offensive and dark jokes is something that everyone knows and everyone can agree upon. And that is, if the joke that you say is funny and it doesn't require you saying racial slurs and it's original, you do those three things, most people don't care. That is something that like everyone knows, but people don't say, which I completely understand because you can give the go-ahead to some of the most annoying people on the planet. But that's kind of just the unsaid rule with these things. You do those three things, the majority of people don't care. Most people don't do those things, and it just sucks. But back to the original point that I said, yes, we need to publicly shame these people. Every single time we see someone in public make one of these unfunny jokes, someone who makes one of these jokes, they need to be shamed and bullied off so we can punch these people out of society and just exit these annoying, corny people. And the fact that I'm seeing the rise of this and this type of humor is coming back is boring. It's corny. And I'm here to just make my stance. I'm sick of it. It's lame and it's unoriginal. We need to stop humoring these unfunny people. Anyway, that's it. That's my important announcement. Goodbye.